over Memorial Day weekend, I watched Saving Private Ryan. It's a gory movie itself. It's a tough movie to watch. But in that movie, there's a story of this officer and these men who go on a rescue mission to get one guy, right? They're going to get one guy out who's lost all his siblings. Mom has lost all her boys except one, and they're going to get that one boy out. They're going to get him home safely, and in the process, there's a lot of sacrifice, and some of the guys die, but they finally make their way to Private Ryan, and they're saying, okay, we got to get you out of here. It's time for you to go home. And you remember what he says? I ain't leaving. Our men are here, and we're protecting a city and a bridge that's incredibly important to the war, and I'm staying right here with my men. And so Officer Miller says, all right, we see you're not leaving, we'll stay here with you. And maybe there'll be some greater purpose behind just saving you. But they stay there, but you remember at the end of it, Officer Miller dies in protecting Private Ryan. And the last scenes there, do you remember the last thing that Officer Miller says to Private Ryan? He says what? As he's dying, he says, you earn it. You earn it. And in that moment, that young Private Ryan, he fades into the 70-year-old man. It comes into the future. That 70-year-old man at the National Cemetery in Normandy. And you remember he's standing before a cross of Officer Miller. And you remember his family is behind him. His family, his children, his grandchildren are standing behind him with his wife. And in that moment, as he looks at that cross, he's reminded that every good thing I've ever known in my life, every time I hugged a child, embraced a grandchild, embraced my wife, every good thing I know is because this man died for me. And you remember his wife walks up next to him and he looks at her and says, tell me I'm a good man. Folks, can I tell you today, we worship under a cross as a constant reminder that every good thing we know, every good and perfect gift we enjoy every day, not the least of which is the eternal hope of heaven and security in Jesus Christ, all of it comes to us because he died.